Facebook doesn't. Okay.
And also, I'm on my.
Guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the ComicsGate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by our special guest, Jason. How's it going?
Are you there? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, the intro kind of interrupted what you were about to say. Are you on your phone?
No, I moved my PC into my bedroom, which is quite a bit away from the router. So I did a test stream last night, and it went okay-ish. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So you're experimenting with me. I see how it is. So are you not hardwired?
No, I did the experiment. I did the experiment last night.
Right.
What's that?
Are you no longer hardwired? Are you actually connected wirelessly?
I was never hardwired.
Oh, really?
My computer was initially in the living room, which that's where the router is pretty much. So it's like 12 feet, not even 12 feet away. It's like right there. But my bedroom, is in the back of the house. Living room's in the front of the house. So it's going through walls and stuff. And our router isn't the greatest. Well, I also want to get a new like Netgear Genie, because my tower isn't originally wireless. So I want to get a better one, because the one I have is like 6, 7, 8 years old, something like that. So I'm sure that might help. But I mean, it went okay last night. I had Christopher John and Wolverine on eventually, but things straightened out. It was still a wreck of a stream, and I did drop out once. But I'm still playing it by ear.
Was that the one stream that
I know
was it the one stream? Was it the one stream you titled something to the effect, "Shh, I'm trying something"?
Yeah, that was that one. Yeah. But like I said, I had them two on after, like, at first J Money tried coming in, like a whole bunch of people tried to come in, and I couldn't hear anything. But I was connected to my Wi-Fi extender, and for some reason it just would not let someone come in. I could stream just fine and do everything just fine, but for some reason, if I tried to have somebody come in, it wouldn't let me do it. I would lose connection. So I'm on the regular Wi-Fi, so I just have to see how it goes. And like tomorrow night is the regeneration stream on Red Valkyrie's channel. So they usually have a bunch of people, so I'll see how that goes.
Yep.
So how's it going, man?
Going all right. Good. Busy day.
How'd your last stream go?
Oh, it went well. We went off on a few tangents. We're both, I guess, ramblers. so we covered a lot of stuff, but it was a blast.
That's good.
Yeah. We hope you had time to eat.
Yeah, I ate dinner already. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't think I've eaten since earlier this morning.
Why didn't you eat before during the last stream? I thought you were going to do that.
Because I've got back-to-back streams, and it ended up, both of the previous streams ended up longer than I anticipated. So there wasn't any gap between any of the streams.
Well, you could have just told me you weren't available. I would have understood.
No, it's good. That's good. I'll eat something later before I go to bed. Welcome, Christopher John.
Yeah, I've done that.
Shared the frog.
Ew, Christopher John. He was over at EVS's stream earlier.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, so he jumped out EVS for us. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome, Matanui.
He's good, man.
Damn thing frozen.
Hey, Matanui, how's it going?
Didn't even realize it started. Yeah, I jumped to my other tab where I have the stream going, and it was taking forever. Let me see. All right, it's going now. There was like an extended delay or something because it took longer than usual to reflect on the YouTube side that we were going live.
You know, YouTube's been funky, man. I was able to see the
Christopher says, I was able to see your singing stream, WyzGyz. Very good. Applause.
What were you singing?
Thank you. I think it was Billy Joel's For the Longest Time.
Oh, okay.
I recorded a bunch of clips for this new segment I have called Tone Deaf Asian Sings. So I'm trying to get all these bloody videos uploaded, and then I'm going to try and stagger them out as premiere videos so that I have a bunch of shorter videos to offset my extremely long streams. Because the YouTube algorithm supposedly prefers short 7 to 10 minute videos. But all these song ones I'm doing are going to be like 2 to 5 minutes usually. But
hey, it might help because that's good. Man, I know YouTube's been kind of funky with a lot of things lately. So.
Yep, indeed. Yeah. Oh, look, it's a badass Santa. I was wondering, Christopher John, is that based? Is that from that new Santa movie with Mel Gibson starring as Santa, or is that? Boy, it looks so familiar, especially with the shades. Not sure.
His future's bright.
It's a cool one. So, have you completed all your Absolute Book 1 fulfillment?
Oh yeah, I'm fully fulfilled. There were 2 snafus that I ran into, but that was it. There was one damaged book that I didn't know was damaged. I guess the inside pages were torn, and I didn't even know about it because the cover looked fine.
Oh
yeah, wow. But I sent them back out. I sent them a new one, free shipping, and I even I gave them a exclusive card to make up for the damaged book. But and also somebody's book never got to them. Like the post office, something happened, so I sent them their books. I had to do that all over again. But that was it. Everything else went smooth, as far as I know. Nobody else hit me up, and everything got out there, so everything's fulfilled.
That's pretty sweet. Can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, I was definitely relieved once fulfillment was done.
Yeah, it's got to be a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, most definitely.
Christopher John says, "Ask Jay Money. He gave it to me. The Avatar." Hello, Kino Subway. How's it going?
Yo, Kino Subway. How are you, sir?
Yeah. What would you say is the most exciting part about having done your first campaign?
Seeing everybody get their books, like them posting on it and the reactions, they would even be like, I haven't read it yet, but this looks amazing, or nobody's said anything negative yet. probably just didn't. Even if they didn't like it, maybe they didn't say anything, which is fine. You know, it's not, you can't please everyone. But yeah, just seeing all the everybody getting their books and posting it and getting excited about it. That's a trip, man. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet it is.
definitely
And
is.
what would you say is the worst or most undesirable part of it all? Did you encounter any bad experiences, or particularly stressful or aggravating or anxious?
Definitely fulfillment. Boxing up all the things and taping them up, getting the addresses and they're putting them in. I mean, it's just tedious. It's a pain. It's definitely the most draining thing. I mean, once you're kind of going into it, like once you're maybe like a half hour, 45 minutes in, you're in your groove, but it's like, oh, you're like, oh, I got to do 4 hours of fulfillment. I got a mill, and then you have like 20 packages done in like 4 hours or something. You know what I mean? And you have so many more to go. You're like, it's draining, and it's like, wow, it feels like you don't accomplish anything whenever you're doing it.
Were you able to enlist?
That's, to me, that's the worst part.
Were you able to enlist the help of?
Was I able to do what?
Your friends to fulfill?
Yep, my mom, she helped out, but usually she gets off work at 11:30 at night, so I get home, 8, eat dinner, do whatever. So I usually end up start shipping a couple things, but it goes faster when she's there. She just reads the mailing addresses to me, and I type them in because the letters kind of almost, they're gray, or it's just, they don't really stand out to me as well. So it's easier for people to read them to me, and I could just type it in. So when she got there, it would start to go faster, but that was it, just her. So it was slow moving, but we moved as fast as we could.
And did you get a lot of feedback from family and friends expressing their excitement about you having done your own comic book?
Yeah. Well, granted, like the first few backers, well, aside from Frege being the first backer, but the first few were my mother, my brother, my aunts, my grandparents. They were pretty psyched up. They were asking, because some of them were 60, like my grandparents are 90. So you kind of have to explain to them how to go about, or actually doing it, because they don't really fully understand, what backing is, and what sites you go to, what buttons to click. So even though it seems simplistic, you click the thing and then it redirects you. But there's some people who don't understand the whole thing that's going on, and I get it. It might seem a little daunting. But yeah, my family's very supportive of what I do. Even like the stuff like you got one of those the art pieces, and it's a little darker. I mean, even though yours, I tried to make it not as dark. I wanted a little more vibrant, hopeful image, but it's a little darker. There's a little more horror to it, a little more risqueness. They see that stuff and they're like, it's not my thing. They're like, I don't like it, but I like the way it's done. Like they'll be like, it's drawn very well. So, but they actually, I mean, granted they're my family, but they said they really enjoyed the book. Once again, though, the book it's not like a rated R book. It's kind of like PG-13 anyway, and there's not that much like weird, gross things in it. It's an adventure story. So it's something I think everybody can enjoy.
Nice. Were they like, your book seems so wholesome? Your book is so wholesome. Why are your individual art pieces so dark?
They never question any of that kind of stuff. That I don't even question that kind of stuff, man. Well, one guy, at one point, one of my friends, I was doing a live stream on Facebook, and one of my friends had said, all of your pieces are always so dark and kind of like depressing or horrific. I'm like, well, life isn't always bunnies and rainbows. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a middle-aged man. I've seen some stuff, man. I've seen some stuff. So, it just comes out naturally through the artwork. But that kind of keeps me, level headed in a way in reality. That's why I'm pretty level headed. I could take things in stride, because if anything happens, I usually just unleash it into the art universe somehow. So
Yeah.
it's therapy.
Christopher Dunn asks, the second book should go easier, right?
I hope so. As far as fulfillment, I don't know. It'll still be the same. It'll still be stressful. But that's a visual issue. I get very flustered because things take me a little longer to read or find the mouse cursor or do something. I get very flustered, and also I don't want to make a mistake, so I sometimes double check the address if it's just me, just in case I don't want to miss a letter or a number or something. So that'll probably be the same. It won't be as easy for me, but everything else so far has been the layouts. The way I do my comic is, people call it the Marvel method. It's kind of is, but not. Usually with the Marvel method, the writer will still at least give you some kind of a synopsis or like this happens in this page, but you do whatever you want. I don't even have a story yet. I just draw it as it's, and then I make the story as I go. So it's kind of the Marvel method. But so I don't know how to, I'm trying to end it well, but I want to have enough fight scenes. So I'm having a little trouble with that. But aside from that, this one is going a lot smoother than the last one. Plus, I am working on it rather than the last one. Work on it for like a few days and then take a break for a week or so because I'm working on art pieces or watching TV or something. I'm just so into it now that I'm actually more focused on it. So.
Nice. Hello, Sim. How's it going?
Hail, Sim, man. It's good art.
Hello. Good to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. That's great that you're getting more focused and are able to focus more time on your art. Do you, where was I going with this?
Do I have...
I was wondering when, with regard to it being hard to read stuff sometimes, do you employ the use of tools that read the text? Does that kind of stuff help at all?
No, not really. I don't do that. Cause I could see okay enough. I like, even in chat, people see all the time. Like I'll write something or I'll add a letter where I don't mean to, or like I'll spell a word like I'll spell that TAHT. And I just won't correct it because I don't see it, like it's there. I'm like, I'm good enough. You know what I mean? I'm not, it's right. Fine. It's fine. I just muscle through it. And like, it sucks when I send a super chat and they're spelled wrong because they read super chats verbatim. So I'm like, no, come on. You know what it says. You know what it says. Like I asked Ethan, I super chatted to Ethan the tree question. If you were a tree, what tree would you be?
Right.
But apparently I wrote, if you were a tree, what re would you be? But he didn't, he read it, but he answered it instantly. He didn't have to be like, I would be a re. What's a re? Like he answered it. He knew what I was saying. But I'm like, come on, Jason. So yeah. But I don't see them. I don't see it. I don't see that it's missing. I go, the braille is like on the letter, and I just hitting the keys, and I look, but I don't catch all the mistakes.
Right.
But yeah, the text to speak or speak to text. For one, man, I hate talking to things. Like not people. That's different. I hate talking to machines. Like I don't like going to my phone. Hey Google, look up. No, I'm gonna hit the button. I'm gonna just type it. I don't. I don't get it. I don't like it. It's weird. It's not a natural form of communication. Especially when you're in public. I hate people that just like Google something like just type this stupid thing. But yeah, it's I don't utilize those things. Like that's also why I kind of haven't really been reading the comics as much. It takes me forever, but I can read them. I did get some glasses at like Walgreens, and they kind of help a little bit. So I'm gonna try to do some more some more reading, because they do focus things a little more. And there is some blurry vision. Like if I went to the optometrist, I could probably get glasses that would fix blurriness, but other things there's no fixing. But yeah.
I got a friend who's classified as legally blind, so he does wear prescription eyeglasses, but they also gave him this attachment that you stick on one of the lenses, and it's got all these adjustment dials, so you can fine tune and better focus on your weaker eye.
Do they kind of look like from Me, Myself, and Irene? Do they kind of look like Whitey's glasses? You ever see Me, Myself, and Irene with Jim Carrey?
I haven't seen that movie, but probably does.
No, like, if you do, his is weird. He's got like a magnifying lens practically on his thing that he could see airplanes from like the ground. I mean, it's funny, but yeah, I picture something like that with like this magnifier there. So.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I think what it is.
Forgive me if I send a tweet. Well, I got a simp, man. Simping ain't easy. No. As far as like vision and stuff, they did tell me they are working on things for people that used to be able to see and stuff. Like they are making some developments. Granted, I go see the specialists. I go see them every 2 years. An optometrist, I don't have great coverage for it, so I really don't go as often. But so it's a matter of them making those advancements, and hopefully if I can regain even a little vision in just this eye too, like my good eye. This is my good eye. If I could regain even a lot of vision in that one, or just that little part, oh, dude, it would be a godsend. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and I muscle through, man. There's worse things in life. Worse things can happen, so it's fine.
Right. Christopher John says, I love this book. Man, I wish he was working on it right now. Lol.
Actually, I'm not. I'll show you what I'm working on right now. Christopher John knows what it is. But I'll show you here. Because I was on the test stream. I was drawing it while I was on the test stream. So he came in to help out with that, and so did Wolverine. Good people. So I was able to work on this a little bit while they were on, but I did have my camera off. So I don't know if maybe that helps.
Oh, you're doing a piece is this for Shay and Sai?
Yeah. So this is for the Red Valkyrie channel. What they're going to do with it, I don't know. Like if they're going to do prints or what, but I have the Valkyrie up top, and then the Cyborg on the bottom. And right, I'm working on the wings now, and obviously the other hand, there's still I'm chipping away at it, but and I'm going to color it digitally as well. So and then whatever they do with it, cool.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm working on now. Granted.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be for merch, for like T-shirts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm having fun doing it. Yeah. What is this? What's this? Kelsey's coming. Look at that. Anyway, so yeah, zoom in and see a little more of the detail and stuff. But I was really happy with the way her face came out.
Wow. Yeah.
So, yeah, I was really happy with hers. But and you could actually, show everybody what the prelims kind of look like. My layouts. Like this is. Oh, I guess I can't. Well, that's a loose version of the layouts. Like that's pretty much it.
Wow.
So from there, I jump to here.
Damn.
So yeah. So once I have that general block laid in, you all right?
Yeah.
Need a lozenge? Once I have that general block laid in, I go from there, because it's just a matter of especially digitally, it's a matter of just if I mess up, I could lasso it and delete it. But I tend to delete layers as I go. That's why I really don't have much layout work. But yeah.
Have Shay and Sai already seen your progress thus far?
Yeah, Sai definitely has seen that one. But I did post a preview of it on their members only chat
Oh, wow.
on Twitter. On Twitter, yeah. So hey, sign up for membership, everybody, and you can see exclusive stuff like that.
Sweet.
And Red Valkyrie, yeah. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on now. But I am still laying out the comic book, and I can give you actually a peek at the first page.
Absolutely.
And I give you a look at page 1 and page 8. They really don't have any spoilers in those pages. Yeah, so I don't know why I stopped sharing the screen.
Welcome, Edwin. Sign up for the 8th Acevedo. Hail, peeps.
Hail, Edwin. How are you doing, man? So yeah, so this is page 1. It's written. This is already written actually, but these are just the images. So you got some rats there. Got some more rats there. Like kind of like Secret of Nim type looking rats with the arm, and then he opens his mouth, and all these like weird, like tentacle, wormy looking hook things come out of it. And his jaw can extend. It can see how it can extend open a lot wider if he needs it to. So, because they're mutated, with alien, experimentation on humans, and not just them, but animals as well as Fallout and stuff. You get mutated animals as well as people. So yeah, so that's like he's reaching up, the little Secret of Nimrat. And then this is page 8 here, and kind of got these monster guys running out of this building here. This one is looking like he's having a bad day, getting all exploded.
Whoa.
He's getting blown up.
Man.
And they're running out of the building here. No, and this guy's like, "Oh, where are you going?" Yeah. Yeah. So those are some peeks at the finished pages for the first half of the book. I have the first 23 pages. I don't want to show too much.
Yeah.
Mainly, like I said, because there are some pages that would reveal kind of what's going on. Yeah. So I love drawing these things, man. These things are fun to do. I do tend to zoom in quite a lot. And that's why there's a lot of detail actually, because I tend to zoom in and work real close.
Yeah.
One other thing I can show. I can show you what my what a layout page looks like from the second half of book 2. I'll show you like how that here. Is that 4? That is 4. All right. It doesn't matter what page I open. So this is a layout. That's it. That's all I do. That's it, because I just need to know what characters are where. That's it. Or like for the story arc, what action is happening. Like you can see, I'm on page 27 technically, because it's the second half. It would be like issue number 4. This is it. The panel layout, and then you just where the characters are, and I know what they look like, so this works for me. I know exactly what's happening here. I know I know what they're saying. I know what's being written. But I don't know what's going to happen after this page. That's where I have to keep the story going. So I got to end it soon, though. So it's getting a little tricky. I want quality. I want quality fights. I want a nice fight scene towards the end of this book, and I want it to be a long fight. So I don't want to have like 2 pages and then things are done. That's boring. You can get away with that with like a one-on-one, like a minor dude or something fighting the main character. 2, maybe 3 pages of a fight. That's fine if he's like a minor character. But this is a big battle, so I need it to go a little longer. But yeah, this is it. These are my layouts. This is yeah. So that's what I do as far as like storytelling wise, and like who goes where, what goes what. So I'm also, whenever I'm doing them, I'm doing trying to get panel layout, eye movement, how it's going to flow and stuff. So there is an aesthetic to it that I, once again, don't plan ahead of time, which is not very advisable. I don't recommend doing it that way.
You're literally flying out the seat of your pants.
Yeah, you really are. I do. What I do like about doing it this way, though, is the characters kind of make their own thing. They write their own story. They think their own way, because I'm thinking as what they would think like in that moment. So rather than me plotting out the whole thing and be like, okay, well, I know how they think and I know what they. I don't know. To me, it just feels a little more natural, a little more free flowing. So it's
once you do a certain amount of that and letting the characters drive the direction of the book, do you find yourself occasionally jumping back to certain pages and doing like adding some filling in some content where you might later discover there might be a gap that needs explanation?
Yeah. Actually, the first half of the second book. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you didn't.
Or was I? Oh, okay. I was like a reverb or I don't know. Maybe I roboted. But no, the first half of the second book, there's a talking sequence, but right after that, there's like the next page, there's a fight scene. But the talking sequence was really only one page. I think maybe two. I'm like, I really needed more dialogue in there. It just wasn't enough. I mean, as much as people love to read talking, what he was saying needed more explanation. So I did have to actually go in and in between that add another page while even though I was already like almost over halfway done with that book, that part half of the book. So yeah, that has happened where it's just like this explanation doesn't really tie itself up nicely. It needs a little more substance. I do also, once I like finish the whole thing, I do tend to go back and look at the panels because they take a few months. These books take a few months to do with people working full time and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I could draw that better, so I just redraw the whole panel. Or change the angle of it or something. So I do re-edit the book pretty much once I'm done. And then, and I'll send it to Shay after I'm totally done. But there was a couple times even after that, I redrew something. So I'm like, I just don't like it. I don't like it. So, yeah.
Cool. Christopher John says, dude, beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Great to hear you say that you love doing this.
It's a nice little hobby. It's a nice little hobby. Yeah, man, I love this, dude. I love comic books since I was a kid. I did stop collecting, a brief period of time going to college, but man, I've loved comics my whole life. And I've always wanted to draw comics my whole life. Writing them, I never came to my mind. I never once wanted to write them. Create my own characters, yes. I never thought about writing them. But like I said, once again, people have been enjoying the story. Raten, he said he was like, dude, you can write. I'm like, wow, thanks, man. I was blown away. Rotten Glory is telling me I'm a good writer. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Shay and Cy, they love it. Adam Lawson from the Kill Journal and the Eighth. I mean, I'm getting these writers telling me that they like it. So that's this is my first comic I've ever written, so that's a huge ego boost. Big flattery for me. So I'm amazingly grateful. So yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, that's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
So you just mentioned that you're re-enlisting Shay as your editor for book 2.
I'll say yes. I'll be nice and just say yes and answer it straight. I won't joke around with, if Shay watches the replay or something and she'll be like, oh, Jason. So yeah, no, I am. She did a great job. She when she did the edits, there was even a part where I wrote this thing down and she was like, you really this. She re-edited it and she's like, I changed it this way because she wouldn't talk that way. She wouldn't talk. That's too proper. She doesn't seem like a proper lady. And she was right. Like, I didn't even think of it. To me, it was proper grammar, so I put it in. And she was like, no, she wouldn't talk like that. She's like, so she got the character perfectly, so she did a great job. She didn't try to change things to fit an agenda of any kind. Shay doesn't even have an agenda anyway, but but you know what I mean though. Like, she didn't try to totally alternate what I was going for. She actually fine-tuned it. So yeah, I'll definitely be re-enlisting Shay, much to Sai's dismay.
Or disbelief.
Disbelief, yeah. She's trying to nudge her way in there. Sai's cool. I like Sai. Yeah, I'll definitely be having Shay back.
Cool. So we got Absolute Book 2. It's on pre-launch. Everybody get in on the sign-up list so he can keep you apprised of any updates. I take it this background image is a scene from Book 2, but is not a spoiler, right?
Correct. It's just a 2-page spread. I can actually show you. I've shown it around before, just because, like I said, it's not a spoiler at all. But I've shown it around a few times. It's a cool page. It is this one. No? Yes? Maybe? If I can find it. Where am I? Oh, I'm on 4. That's why. That's not the page numbering system that I have set up for it. Because once I initially had this as a mini series, and so it's broken up by issues, not by book content. Like, this should be numbered differently. All right, there it is. And then you hit the buttons down here, Jason, once you find them. Share screen. There we go. Yeah, I know people are infuriated whenever they're like, when I'm at work or something, because they know I'm blind, pretty much, but they'll point at something on the computer, then they're helping out. They're trying to help out. They're like, click this box. I'm like, all right, thank you, but I'm trying to find the cursor. I'm like, I can't see the cursor. So, it's infuriating. It's got to be infuriating so much to be in my presence while I'm trying to do stuff. But this is that 2-page spread. That's the back drop for that.
Oh, nice.
So it's just, it's that the monsters broke in and he's jumping at him, about ready to jack him up with some magic. Yeah. And this is one of the new characters. He's in the, you see him for the couple panels at the end of book 1. So it's, like I said, it's not a spoiler. You see who he is, but there's a couple new characters in this book. So yeah, and those are some of the new villains. These monsters.
Yeah,
so that's the backdrop.
Oh man, so cool.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
I just love your work. It's so different.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
Absolute Book 2, the conclusion to the sci-fi epic to overthrow the Envy and their tyrannical rule of Earth. Sign up to get access to a limited variant cover and card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be. I haven't decided that the time, because it's going to be time limited. I haven't decided if it's going to be like a day, a week, a month. I don't know yet. But it's a cover drawn by Jason Krager of Hammer and the Kill Journal. He actually drew it. He said he wanted to. On one of the streams, he's like, "Hey, can I draw something for you?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm gonna say no. Yeah. So he and then he shot me this piece, dude. Oh man, it was beautiful. I was blown away. And he's like, yeah, you can use it for a cover for something. I'm like, okay. So I could have even used it for book 1, but I'm like, you know what? This will make a great variant for book 2, since book 1 wasn't even supposed to have a variant. But it did have one, 2 actually. But but anyway, so yeah, you'll get access to that secret perk. It'll be a limited time. I'll discuss it with Shay to see what she thinks. How long it should be, like what her best advice would be, and also a trading card by artist extraordinaire Entertainment Madness. Follow him on Twitter to see his work. It's beautiful. He did he's going to do a Samurai Priest trading card. Yeah, and I haven't heard from him in a while, So I'm hope he's still on board, but he should be. He's a really cool guy. He lives over in Germany, so there's that 8-hour time difference or something. So it's it's hard to get in touch with each other. But I saw what he had planned as preliminary painting, digital painting. Oh man, is it gorgeous! It looks better than what I draw him. So I'm psyched about that. So those two are available in the secret perk. I might have 2 secret perks, that and then one that includes book 1, in case you didn't back book 1. But that way you don't have, or I might do an add-on, so you can do the add-on and check out. I'm going to talk things over with Shay and get her expertise advice.
Cool.
So yeah.
Are you allowed to, show or basically reveal what the artwork's going to be, or is it meant for it to be a surprise?
You asked some good questions there, WyzGyz. You asked some good questions there. I don't know if I've shown it already. I might have shown it on the stream. Maybe I might have shown it on my stream, maybe, or maybe like another topicless stream. It's possible, but we can show it. We'll show it here. WyzGyz, kind of exclusive, maybe. I don't know if I've shown it already.
WyzGyz kind of exclusive. Woohoo!
I don't know. I gotta find it, so you can continue.
Yeah,
talking.
Yeah. Any kind of exclusive is a good exclusive.
Yeah, it's
So get in on this mailing list. You don't want to miss out, because this is a cool book. Definitely pretty damn exciting. He's already fulfilled the first book successfully and without much effort. Pretty handily. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting some feedback. Christopher John says, don't show it.
Oh, I may not show it anyway because I gotta try to find it. Christopher John is
He's saying, don't show it. He doesn't want a semi-exclusive. No, but it's all good. If you guys keep it for a surprise, that's perfectly fine by me.
Yeah, but now I want to find it.
Oh, he's saying kidding.
Oh,
he's saying kidding.
Well, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. Just out of all that. No.
Yeah, really.
Maybe it's. You know what? I think I know where it is. I think I know it, because I wasn't very organized with this first campaign, as far as saving files in certain places and stuff. I was kind of all over the place.
Did you accidentally save some of your stuff to the trash can?
No, I haven't done that.
Oops! It accidentally ended up in the trash.
No, I have yet to do that. I usually that's not there.
So the campaign page says the war may end, but the battle rages on. The conclusion is near. Will our heroes overthrow the malicious rule of the Envy and bring peace back to the planet they hold dear? Will the old man obtain his ultimate prize? Will the samurai priest protect our travelers and aid in the rebellion of the tumulty? Oh, the T and the L I think are transposed then.
Oh, did I do that? Well, it'll be fine.
Tumutli is what it says.
Yeah, I misspelled my own thing.
All right, tumulty.
It'll be fine.
Back book 2 to find out the proper spelling of tumulty. Coming soon.
I guess I could edit it. All right, now. All right, I could show it, but only if Christopher John says so.
All right, let's see.
Chat a couple of seconds to catch you up there. It's up to Christopher John, everybody. So if you're watching and you don't see it, you know who to blame. It's a lot of pressure on one man.
Yeah.
You're going to take away the WyzGyz semi-exclusive, possible exclusive. Take it all away from them. So, and I can't read chat because I don't have the tab open, apparently. Like an idiot. I just have private chat open. There we go. Okay.
So this, if it goes through, is the
variant, the limited variant cover, limited time variant, secret. The mail. It's you can only get it by signing up on the mailing list.
is that is that limited variant the same for both the cover and the card? The same image, I mean.
No.
All right.
No, because Krager did this, like I said, during book one. Entertainment Madness. He did Max is his name. He did, was working on the card during book one, but Frago was already doing Samurai Priest, so he didn't want to step on toes. And I'm like, you can still do them, man. I'm like, I'll just put him in book two, and he's like, all right, that works. What do you say?
So he hasn't said anything yet.
Oh, Christopher John. I'm just gonna show it.
It's just he's
probably too much pressure for him. It's
building the suspense.
He's probably got too much anxiety built up. So I'm gonna show it. All right. I might have already shown it anyway.
He says, "Let's have a look."
All right, there you go, everybody. All right, this is the Jason Krager variant cover.
Ooh,
yeah,
check that out.
Yeah, he really knocked this out of the park, man.
Oh man. Ooh, yeah. Cool. Check that out. Look at the attention to detail.
Yeah. and dude, he asked me about it, and then like the next day, practically, I don't know if it was the next day or the day after. So it was like 1 or 2 days. Like, he just sent this to me. I'm like, okay, dude. He interpreted it in his way, and still kept it like very true to like my style also. So I mean, he nailed it, dude. It's beautiful.
And so, yeah. What I also like it. Christopher John says, "Holy shit, keep it to yourself."
You exposed it, Christopher John. You exposed it to everyone.
Yeah, it's Christopher John's fault. That's cool. And I also think it's really nice. Well, you got that nice white outline over the Envy. That image in the background, that design,
this machinery stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's so nice and clean looking.
Yeah,
and it's got it's like the perfect 90-degree curve. You know, it's all nice and neat. It's like nice and neat wiring. You know, like all the wiring on your computer and stuff. And it's all
kind of Geigerish in a way, which is and also an influence though in the Envy's like alien aesthetic, their machinery and stuff like that. A little Geiger inspiration was behind it, and he captured it perfectly. So yeah, so there you go.
It's nice.
Good. So that's the limited cover, limited time cover. Now, whether or not it's 24 hours, whether or not it's a month, I don't know yet. Because I haven't made up my mind, and I'm really torn on it. So yeah, but that's the only way to get that is to sign up for the mailing list.
Nice. Yeah. Very, very cool. Let's see.
I don't remember where it was. Well, he did email it to me, so I can always just find the email again if I can never. I'll find it again.
If you can remember what the
Mhm.
subject line of the email
Yeah,
is.
it's in one of the absolute folders, so that's all that matters.
Meanwhile, you've got like 50 absolute folders.
I got two. One is lowercase, one's uppercase. The uppercase one are the print files, usually. So I mean, there's still some very chaoticness going on in there too. And the next one I'm streamlining, like the next, not absolute, but maybe book maybe, but the next campaign, like actual book that I work on, I'm gonna definitely streamline that more.
Well, actually, speaking of which, what are the plans after Absolute Book 2?
Take the money and run.
Oh, so you're going to hang out with Cecil on his island?
Well, I'm going to actually, he left the island, being very foolish of him. Now they're weak. So now in their weakened state, I'm going to go back there and be their savior.
Oh.
So they will worship. See, follow in the footsteps of giants and a giant man like Cecil. So
that's clever.
I have my moments, man.
You've got that the ripe opportunity to have a coup and take over his island.
Exactly. He quit too soon. He gave it up. And now I will come in, much like Christopher Columbus did to the Aztecs, and I will greet them with open arms and diseases, and they will worship me. So, thank you, Cecil.
Oh, good plan.
My brother's gonna write a book. Now, this it all depends on his dedication, I should say. He definitely does want to write this comic that he's had this idea he's had, and it's had for a good 30 years. He's been holding on to it. So I'm going to be working on that, provided that he is, does it. If not, I do have my own idea of something else that I wanted to do that I thought of that I think is really cool. So yeah, but my brother's thing is like it's kind of like a cross between Spawn and the Lucifer title or the TV show Lucifer. Something like that. So I don't want to give too much away, but it's kind of supernatural, involves demons and angels and stuff like that. So it's horror-ish. So I'm gonna try a different style with that, a different art style. I mean, it'll still be my art style, but I'm gonna try different things. So cool. Make it its own unique thing. Now, like I said, I do have another total different book in mind, but I am going to revisit Absolute in the future, provided there's a demand for it. But even still, like I leave things open to quite a bit in this. Like I tell other things, like even in book 1, in the beginning of the second chapter, they talk about escaping the cannibals and stuff like that. That could be like a second book, or like an offshoot book, one shot. I do want to touch on the Samurai Priest some more. He's a fan favorite. And he's a personal favorite. So I wouldn't mind touching on maybe like his younger years or even like a current time frame. So you're going to get more Samurai Priest in the second half of the second book. But he's in the first book, but you have to the first half of the first book. You have to back it to find out. But yeah, so I want to touch up more on him. And stuff. So Absolute. That's the thing I wanted Absolute to be like, is like Sin City. It's my Sin City. It's the characters that you meet in it. The background characters can have their own things and stuff, because there's a lot of cool ones that I put in there that I like. So Absolute is my Sin City. It's my it's my book that I can venture back to if I want to play around.
That's cool. That's cool. Pretty sweet. Yeah.
I mean, there's a video. I don't know if you want to play it.
Yeah, definitely. Let's check it out.
Your baddie has arrived. Yes, we were asleep.
getting his ranchers up ever since I came to. He keeps asking me about tumultuous circuits, and I keep telling him what do you do with circuits. He thinks it's funny, threatens me with pain, threatens my companions with death. I think that's funny. He doesn't like me laughing. I don't like him. You do.
And I noticed kind of like after I'd watched it and I uploaded it, because that was like the third or fourth go at it. But I noticed like afterwards, I'm like, I kind of gave him a southern accent. Like, a little unintentional, but okay. Yeah. So, and that's before any edits from Shay. So, but I just wanted to post up a quick video for the for it. So yeah.
All right, nice. And you put together that that promo or teaser, right? Yourself?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
All right, cool deal. I think it looks pretty cool. I had a little bit of trouble hearing your voice through the music.
Yeah, like I said, that was like my third or fourth go, because I did it on my iPad, and whenever like I'm adjusting the levels and stuff, it comes across just fine. And then once I uploaded it to YouTube, the vocals were actually the voiceover was actually a lot lower. Once I uploaded it, even though on the playback it was fine on my iPad. So I actually had to go into Premiere then and bump up the levels, because I bumped them up in the app that I had, plus then I bumped them up in Premiere. So I could have probably lowered the music, and I don't know, but it's a pre-launch video, you know, and it's just a little teaser to show some more artwork. So that's the main thing behind it. But,
yeah, looks pretty cool. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So excited and happy you got your first campaign fulfilled. I'm looking forward to this getting fulfilled. How far these pre-launch pages, you can have them up for up to 6 months, right?
Yeah, 6 months.
How long have you had yours up?
I think mid-November. So about a month.
All right. Are you going to go the full 6 months, or are you going to launch and go live with Absolute Book 2 sooner than the 6 months?
That depends on how much of Book 2 I have done. Now, I want to launch in March, and provided I have like about 90 to 100% of the book drawn and lettered, then definitely March. That way people can recuperate a little bit from the holidays and Valentine's Day, because I mean, this might say I love you in certain ways, I guess, but not too many people have this for Valentine's Day. But it won't be quite there yet anyway. But yeah, so but if it still has, I'll give it a couple extra more months if it's not that far along yet. Once I get it fully laid out, I'll be able to hammer away the drawing a lot faster. I'm kind of quick. I'm not Frege quick or EVS quick, but I'm relatively okay quick. But the layouts to me take the longest because I'm doing the storytelling as I go. So it just takes the longest part of it. But because I'm gonna do like the outline parts digitally, and then I'm gonna print it and then like do the details and the fine tuning inks traditionally. So there'll be there's going to be 23. Well, actually, there's going to be more. There's going to probably be like almost 30 traditional pages, just because, like I said, the last book was 46 pages. This one's going to be more. It's already going to be more. The most I can go is 60 because I want to keep it staple bound. So, yeah. So the maximum this is going to be is 60 pages, and it's still going to be $15 backing here. I'm not going to up the price. So, because I initially had it 46 pages, but I didn't know I was going to do it this way.
Gotcha. Christopher says, "Gotta bounce later, guys. Thanks for hanging
Have
with
a
us.
good one. Yeah,
Take it easy, man."
good seeing you. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to have quite a number of original art pages available to
Yeah.
to put on your perks. That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
The next one I might do just like I might do the art pages as a standalone tier, and then maybe like add-ons, because I can charge less if I don't include everything. You know what I mean? Like if I have like I think the original art page tier was like 300 last time. I could go less because I could take out all the books and all the everything, all the guts.
Oh,
And that way the art page you'll be paying just for the art page rather than for everything in the campaign.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
because I mean, they didn't fly off the shelves, but also I mean, it was my first campaign. I'm relatively unknown, but not relatively. I am unknown. I was unknown, but so I'm hoping at least maybe a couple pages will sell in the next campaign. We'll see. If not, I don't mind. I don't mind keeping them. That's fine with me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, the alien I still have, like the big alien sitting on the chair.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's mine. I have that. That's mine now. So
you're not planning on including that as part of campaign 2?
No, that was book 1. Book 1 was book 1. You know, that campaign gone. You snooze, you lose. Now I will be offering whatever I have left of inventory for the stretch goals, like the trading cards or whatever it may be. I'll be offering those for sale on the second campaign. I'm going to fine tune some more stuff. I don't know, add-ons or just a separate tier, and have a limited quantity. We'll see, but you will be able to get stuff that was on book 1. The only things you can't get from book 1 are the blank sketch cover and the variant cover, because those were for those campaigns. But if you see me at a convention, you know, or you see me in person, then I have one on me, you know. But yeah, if you see me about, then you can get, you know, that way. But you can get once again, things could happen and I could change my mind. The only one that will definitely not be in the next one is the issue 1 blank variant. That won't be in there. Convention only at this point. So,
do you know if have you decided yet whether it may be too far in the future to have even considered it, but do you know yet if you're going to stick with the same funding goal as you did on the first campaign?
No, I'm not. Not because I didn't know what I was doing, you know. So I thought that I had 5,000, I think. I thought that's what it was like you know, for crowdfunding standard. I thought, and it being my first book, I thought, you know, for printing and shipping, that's, you know, I have to have that. But after this campaign, I realized, you know, as long as you can, you know, have your set the 500. If you meet your goal and, like, let's say 30 people back your campaign and you hit your goal, you'll still have all the finances you'll need to ship out your books. So you just got to, you know, plan out your stretch goals and make sure those don't, like, drain your bank account and that you're not going in the red. But it won't be as high. And I definitely want to make sure I can pay Shay. So it'll be a little bit lower of a goal.
Oh, really? All right. Because, I mean, you don't want to shortchange yourself, and you want to be able to sure you have sufficient funds to produce the book and fully fulfill.
Right.
So you don't want to necessarily go in the direction of being too low, because you want to be able to secure, you know, the funds to pay Shay and cover all shipping costs. I mean, I still think when you're a relatively new creator, that it's still kind of risky to go the route of saying, all right, my funding goal is going to be $500.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No way.
Excuse me. That's good.
I'm thinking more like 2K. I think 2,000, because it's just me. It's me and Shay. So, you know, I could pay Shay with that, and provided, you know, everything else. I think I can get away with it. That's what. Once again, I trust Shay as my, she's my editor, but she's, she's a friend. So I'll ask her if she thinks that's a good enough goal, if I should increase it, what she should think, what she thinks also.
Right.
But I think that's a good enough goal, because I'm also basing this off of what I did for the last campaign minus donations, because I did have quite a few actually, like from relatives and stuff like that. So I subtracted that in my head, and I got an estimate of what I did for the last campaign.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
yeah, so I'm kind of going off of, I want to, worst case scenario, I want to match that. Best case scenario, I want to do better. Yeah. So yeah, so I subtracted whatever the donations were. So if I could hit even that, my goal at 2K then is more than reasonable. So that's where I'm thinking. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a pretty damn exciting campaign.
Yeah, it was, man. And it was a roller coaster, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was
kind
of it felt a little stressful in the beginning, but at the same time, you knew you had a good product on your hands, and people, you were getting yourself out there, and you were on all kinds of streams promoting it. So that was real important.
Well, the thing is, the beginning wasn't really even the beginning. Like, I launched on Frega's stream, and that was almost it. I didn't really have the guts to kind of like ask people, can I be on a stream? Can I do this? Can I do that? Because I was new to everybody, and nobody knew me except Frega. Like, he was like the only one. So it was like almost a month went by before I got on Red Valkyrie. I mean, it wasn't a full month, but I had like, I think, a week left of my first 30. And yeah, when I got on Red Valkyrie. So this is like I would be nice and say like a month and a half minus in demand. So before it went in demand, I really was only promoting for almost a month, and maybe a little more. So yeah, but now people know who I am, and I know who they are, which is also really cool. Like, I know all these great people that'll promote your book. They'll shoot out the link in other campaigns, and people that are jumping in the chat that have backed or haven't even backed, but just really like the artwork or just like chatting it up, which I like doing. I like having fun. So
sure.
Yeah, that's what this is all about, is having fun. Making comic books and having fun. I mean, what shouldn't be more fun but making comic books? Like, aside from making like toys,
seriously.
Working in a toy shop. But I mean, come on, kids. When you're a kid, you dream of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It captures your imagination. It fuels your fire. It gives you hope. It just instills some kind of moral code in you. It's just great. Comics are fantastic. Comics, like Keanu Reeves said, comics are awesome.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why everybody in this industry shouldn't be having fun. I mean, yeah, you don't get along with everybody, but oh well. I don't get along with people, so I don't talk to them. That's all. I don't sit there and drag them through the mud or call them, horrific names. I call, Ethan might be fat, but that's beside the point. But
welcome, I borrow ideas. Hail.
Hey, I borrow ideas. How's it going?
Hexal and Comics.
I borrow Hexal, great people, and I met them through this. So, and even if they were to
and bask in the glow.
The glow. Wait, are you saying that I'm so white that I emit a glow? It's racist,
dang.
Hex is always so racist to me.
Yeah, he's an ist. What's up with that?
He is. Don't be an ist.
I borrow ideas. Suggest you do 5,000.
5,000 was so stressful. I'm gonna run it by Shay and see what she thinks. Maybe 2,500 might even be good, or 3K. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm basing it off of what I did in the last campaign. And not only that, I've gotten to know more promoters, like streamers, throughout this, not only just this campaign, but also just in general. And I could be like, hey, can I come on your show? And maybe they'll be like, oh, okay. Because they know me, they know I fulfill, they know I do my best to produce good artwork, so and a good story. and that I'm about the fans, so that they are more than happy to have me on, so I can actually promote it a little more. So we'll see.
Nice. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And definitely need to bring you back on here as well.
Oh yeah, love coming on here.
Anytime you got updates and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I really haven't been going on streams to promote the pre-launch. I've just been promoting it in streams, I mean in chats. So chats.
Well, I like promoting pre-launches as well because it's like the beginning of the.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the beginning of the whole promotional tour.
Right. Well, also
it's part of it too because you're building up you're further building your audience. You're building up your email list.
Right. And also you get to know what kind of what you might get if you sign up,
Mm-hmm.
Funny people like who was it? Was it Replicator Rob who was giving away art pages? Like, I mean, it wasn't, not everybody got one. You went to like a drawing, but I mean, that was awesome. That was a clever idea, but you never would have known that had he not been promoting it through, a pre-launch through streams. So,
yeah.
So yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. Have you been thinking much about what kinds of perks you'd like to have in this second campaign, or tchotchkes, extra goodies?
You mean like stretch goals and stuff like that?
Well, anything from stretch goals to what's actually going to be on the
meat and potatoes and stuff like that.
Are you exploring whether you want to do the bookmarks, the stickers, patches again?
It won't be patches again. I think patches are good for like one a campaign. You know what I mean, or something like that. I could do another patch for Absolute because I just did my logo. But I could do an Absolute comic book patch. I have kind of have one in mind already, but I already did a patch, so I don't know.
That's old news.
Yeah, I did it. I know Shay loves her patches, so if I were to be like, I'm not going to do it, she'd be like, you're going to do a patch.
She's going to strong arm you into doing another patch.
I gotta put my testosterone down a little bit and be like, hey,
there you go.
Ain't give me no patch. Boss says so.
Shower her testosterone.
That's right. Like I said, one in a campaign I get, and maybe even like, I don't know. I have a concept idea, but it's kind of a generic one, so I don't know if I want to do it anyway. But maybe like the next book, like with my brother, maybe something with that, that's more geared to that book. We'll see. But I have other ideas. One thing I've been thinking about is as a stretch goal, as a mouse pad. With my logo on it, a black and white version of it, because there is red lettering in it. But I'm pretty sure red reflects the laser, so you can't have red.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Yeah. So, but it would be like a black and white of my thing, and then a mouse. Everybody gets mouse pad. At a certain stretch goal. So that's one thing I've been thinking about. Definitely trading cards, because I have the D&D stats. So I want to do those as more of a feature on other cards. The Samurai Priest already has one with it, so the Entertainment Madness one won't have the D&D stats on it, but it'll have actually his about stats, like his character information. Like if you have the trading cards, you'll know like it says the Envy, and it says a brief description of what they can do and who they are, or where they came from and stuff. So that's what'll be on the end. But I have new characters, so I want to do their trading cards.
Sure, for sure.
Probably one of the old man, the guy with goggles. I'll do a D&D one with him. So I kind of want to do a little more of those. I like trading cards. I was thinking of Bookmark too. People seem to love them, and I got I got Black Tiger not too long ago. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I got the Bookmark from Lost Pages, because that Black Tiger book is a beast. So I'm gonna need that bookmark. So so they're not a bad idea. I've been thinking about a couple things. So
There was this thing that it was classified as a trading card, but it was shaped like a bookmark, and it was from I think it was She Return of the Warrior.
Oh, okay.
And it was really cool looking, and it had hold on. Oh man, I've got garbage all over this stuff.
Don't trip. Careful. Everybody go sign up for the pre-launch campaign. Unhinged Entertainment presents Absolute. Well, it's not. It's just Absolute Book 2. Links in the description, I'm sure. Clickety click click. Must have been the mods that dropped it.
Yeah,
So what were you getting?
I include the links to the Indiegogo campaigns and all the descriptions of these streams.
What were you getting? What were you almost tripping and dying on getting? Oh, the bookmark. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. That thing's a monster.
It's got kind of a metallic finish on it too.
That must have come with certain perks because I didn't get that.
It's hard to see.
I mean, I saw the shimmering
on my camera, but
it's really cool.
It's really nice. And then on the back it says,
"Oh, nice,
Billy Tucci," and it says, "Top Cow, She Return of the Warrior, collectible trading card, 9 of 9."
Huh.
And
that's definitely bigger than a trading card.
Yeah, and then there were obviously 8 other cards, and they were normal size. And 1 or 2 of them even also had like a metallic kind of finish to it. So it was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet indeed.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna get up here. Let me get this here. I'm gonna take my headphones off, but there is something else that I'm doing. Recently thought of for the campaign. Sketch cards. We're doing sketch cards. I don't know if you're talking about, but we could go snag samples, not samples, but the actual things. So yeah, something I did a couple of them on topic lists a couple of streams ago or last stream.
Yeah.
So here's one of them.
Let me get that up there. Ooh, cool.
Ooh. I have it in there. I have it in a top loader, but
nice.
This is the back of it, and they are numbered because there's only going to be 12 of them because that's all the cards that I have right now. So I'm like, you know what? I have 12. We're going to do 12. So,
nice.
So yeah, so they're going to be. What's that?
Some campaigns have as few as 3 sketch cards, and others have. I think the one that had the most was maybe Mandy Summers had, I think, 6 or 9. Although on Charlie's London's campaign, Statistical Zero, I think did.
Oh yeah, Stats did a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I think somewhere between 75 and 100 something.
Yeah, that's crazy. He was working. Yeah, he was hammering those out. I've done some. I did some sketch cards for the Mothman, Cryptic Mothman.
Oh yeah.
Well, nice. I did 3 for those. The one might still be available in the campaign. I don't know. Yeah, the two of them went really quick. And he posted it, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, Hex. Am I allowed to say what I'm doing? I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm doing a trading card for Hex Allen's Nephilim Squadron. So everyone go back Nephilim Squadron.
Oh hell yeah! Nice.
And you'll get a trading card by me. It's gonna be awesome. Lizard Man dude. It's gonna be cool.
And I Borrow Idea says, go on Pete's streams on Mondays to promote your pre-launch page.
Yeah, I Borrow. It's a little complicated because Luke and I have topic lists at the same time he streams.
Oh, you can reschedule topic lists for.
I can, and I know Luke would understand. Or it could be topic list with Death Metal Hero and another guest for that week.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but no, I also want to hit up. I mean, Bancroft, I'm sure wouldn't mind having me on one of his like CG, because he does one where he does like a rapid fire thing, kind of.
Kind of like
I know, yeah, and I know Malin does it too, but the problem is I don't know when he does it.
Right.
And also I'm at work sometimes.
I think it's usually once a month,
Is it?
and I think it's usually on Saturday. I'm blanking out what time of day, but I
I'll have
think
to ask him.
in early evening. If you go to his channel, you might be able to get a sense for roughly when he does it.
The last one he did, I didn't know about it, but also he's recovering from COVID, so I haven't been wanting to ask him anything, you know. But I've been meaning, I was going to hit him up and ask him when he's going to do his next one.
Yeah,
because he does them, I think, specifically for pre-launch. So, and who else?
Yeah, if it's pre-launch or in funding, then you're eligible.
Yeah. I was on Vinny's channel a couple days ago.
Really?
I wasn't there specifically to promote the pre-launch, but he did, you know, put it up there and promote it. We went over it a little bit. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, that was cool. Yeah, Vinny's great, man. I love Vinny.
Yeah,
not in a sexual way, although he is a handsome man though. But strictly platonic.
No homo.
Yeah. No homo. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Yeah. But yeah, so I've been on a couple kind of already, but this is like my first actual like full in-depth pre-launch thing. I don't know if Shay does any of them. So
yeah, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Fred Valkyrie does pre-launches.
Right. And I mean, once again, I do my own. I also promote on my own channel, and Luke's also, because we're doing Topicless every Monday, so I talk about it from time to time. So and I mean, let's put it this way: I've gotten a lot more signups for this one than the last one, but the last pre-launch I only did it for like a month and a half, and I launched because I didn't know any better. Yeah, so but you know, it's chugging along, you know, trying to get the word out there, and people have been posting the links and stuff like that. So pardon me. So yeah, but yeah, and definitely subscribe to my channel. Click the buttons.
Yeah, speaking of Pete Samedi streams, Hex Allen says every time I go on Pete's, I get a backer. Peter's a great dude.
Yes, I'll probably shoot him a message, and see, like, is it like a quick fire thing? It's like one of those you just jump in for like 5 minutes and then you're gone.
Oh yeah, is it?
No, is it? I don't know.
Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't caught many of his streams. I want to, but there's just so many people I'm trying to follow at once.
I kind of stole his one of his streaming things. He was drawing sketch cards, and he had like some relaxing regular music playing. I completely ripped that off. I stole that. I like that. It's copyright free. You don't have to worry about anything, and it's some kind of background noise for whenever you're not talking.
Right. I mean, is that something that is part of the YouTube offerings? The royalty-free YouTube music?
Yeah, there's a 24-hour. I think it's 24-hour piano music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just, because it's just like calm notes and some kind of sentence, but there's really no.
I wonder if that's what Martina Marcotti uses on her streams. That's cool. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You gotta be careful and get all.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't have intros or anything. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't, I'm not a specialist in all this stuff. I do comics, but I like to have fun. So I do have a YouTube, and also I want people to know about stuff. I do also have videos about other campaigns I've backed or gone over or something like that. So.
Cool. Yeah. Hex Allen says thank you for the shout out and
for
stuff.
calling you racist. You sure?
Yeah.
No, you're welcome, man. Yeah, dude. I like his book, man. I know he's been through the ringer and he's switched it up quite a bit. I liked his trading card campaign that he had up, but yeah, his book looks great, and you're gonna get some trading cards from some great artists. Me, yeah, but other great artists. No, there's some great quality guys. I think he's got Preston Acevedo.
Oh, really?
Right? I think so. I don't know. Hex, am I lying to everybody right now? He's got Tom McFarlane. He's got
Oh, you got
Yeah.
an exclusive card too? Oh.
Yeah, you know, I'm not. Hey, I'm not running the campaign. I can lie all about it all I want.
Oh,
Why not?
Hex Allen even got both Jim Lee and Jay Lee.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah,
He got both of these
on the same card too. It's amazing.
Whoa! And he even got
Yeah.
Bruce Lee to do one.
Yep.
Shit.
And he's selling the original artwork for it too.
Whoa! That's impressive.
I know. I'm
That's so
envious.
cool. Good job, Hex. Nice.
Disclaimer: none of this is real. So
exactly.
But if you haven't signed my sub to my channel, so I could change the stupid URL, that'd be fantastic. You need 100. You need 100 subs.
It says I borrow ideas.
Okay.
It's only 5 minutes, Jason.
Okay. Yeah, for Pete Smetty's thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all you need. You know, that's all I need anyway.
You can
I don't know about
step
it.
away briefly. Actually,
I know.
you could probably
Some people think 10.
on topic list, you could probably mute yourself and then make sure your avatar is showing.
Oh,
And
you
then
know what?
in another tab, join Pete's stream.
I drop out so much that they wouldn't know. So
There you go.
there you go. I could just be like, I don't know what happened, guys. I guess I disappeared for 5 minutes.
Must be my router, man. Must be my router.
Yeah, it's got to be the router. Yeah. Jason, you're on a mobile network.
There you go. Hex says, and that's the truth.
That is the truth.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, I want to change my URL. You get 100 at 100 subs. You could change your YouTube URL.
Oh, was that the land? Was that the proper account? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to when that was made available to me. But oh wait, so you don't want it to be I on V anymore?
What? I on V. I didn't make that.
YouTube.com/user/I on V.
Why you gotta lie to me? Why you gotta lie to me, WyzGyz? Why you gotta play with my emotions? Why does it say that? I didn't make that. I didn't do that.
You did.
That.
What are you talking about?
I didn't do nothing. Your channel.
Jason's YouTube.
No,
Here-
see, it goes youtube.com/channel/UCEW5K2. There's a whole bunch of numbers and letters.
You're probably viewing it from the studio side. Look at the link I dropped in StreamYard, and
I gotta look at things. It's very weird. Does that even work? Can you click on that?
Well, you can't do it from StreamYard, but you can from YouTube. Everybody in chat test that URL out for me. That's the URL.
No, okay. Then I don't want that one. Let's put it that way.
You wanted to?
I want to change it. I wanted to say Unhinged End. I mean, that's like Unhinged Entertainment. You know, that to me, that's the only logical thing.
Yeah,
the Envy comic book, but I'm not going to have just one comic. Hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. You want it to be
the company
instead of one particular product.
Right. I mean, even Jason Bascom or J Bascom, you know, something. I wouldn't want I on V. I mean, that kind of sounds cool, but you know,
Right.
it's not. That ain't it. Yeah, but go sub so I can change I on V to my company, please. Thank you. XOXO. I gotta change the thumb.
Do you have a username of IonV? Is that where it pulled it from? Or
I don't know where it.
I wonder if there's a chance that you got eligible early and they'll let you change it now. I don't know. That's just a big old guess.
No, because I went in the studio and you know it says, you know, requirements for changing URL. You know, I meet everything but the 100 subscribers.
Oh, gotcha. All right, gotcha.
But I think they might have like recently changed that or something. But I never put that in as my URL if that was the case.
I wonder where they pulled it from then. That's curious.
I don't know. It's weird because even ONV isn't right. It's actually OVNI is Spanish for like UFO or flying saucer. So I misspelled, like on purpose, I misspelled it into ONV just because I always mispronounced it at first.
Oh,
so I never corrected it from you know, decades ago. But I like the name anyway. So that's a misspelling. So I don't know where they pulled it from because that ain't the right spelling. So
that's
it's not like they actually did the word OVNI. So
that's fascinating. Yeah. And let's see.
Yeah.
I think we got one final question here. So your first campaign was actually called Unhinged Entertainment Presents Absolute Book 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you went to the sequel, you decided to call it just Absolute Book 2?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that just for
what?
No, go ahead.
No. You're asking the question.
No, I was just saying, is that just to make it easier to say, so you don't read the whole thing every time you talk about it?
Pretty much. Yeah, it's less wordy, you know. Now, I remember at first when I first had the first campaign, I would say, you know, the book is called, like, people are like, oh, what's the name of the book? I say Absolute, but you type Absolute in, and you get 8 million things, and mine is like in the third page of Indiegogo, my comic. So,
right,
you know, that's why I tried changing it to Unhinged Entertainment. Unhinged Entertainment Presents Absolute, like everything. It still did that though. Like it still had me listed pretty far down until I started, you know, generating more funding.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do the next, because also book 1 was out, so the people who backed it initially are familiar with it already. So they'll know, you know, that it's Unhinged Entertainment. They know the company name already. They don't need to that. Yeah, and it is a mouthful to say Unhinged Entertainment, let alone spell out.
Right.
So the word entertainment is kind of a long word. And you add unhinged in front of it, and it's a nightmare. But yeah, so I figured Absolute Book 2. People know the first one. You know, it not only like me, but even I was on Shane Davis's channel once. I got in one time when book 1 was out. Yeah, I got lucky. And I was promoted. I actually talked about Absolute Book 1, but he was even like, I saw this campaign somewhere. So even he was slightly familiar with it. And EVS was slightly familiar with it too, just because I super chatted it so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I figured word of mouth is out there enough already that there's a book that exists called Absolute. So so I don't need the mouthful in front of it.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Figured it had to be something like that. Very, very cool. Yeah, everybody punch in your email address and definitely get in on this pre-launch so that you get notified of any updates and when it goes live. Also, sign up on his YouTube.
Yeah.
And
and like, share, and sub all this content here. All this. Do the things, please, and thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, spread the word.
Spread the word of WyzGyz.
Spread it all over the place.
Spread it like herpes. Spread it.
Spread it like herpes. Yeah, that's a new tagline.
New tagline.
Let's go ahead and watch the trailer once more. Teaser.
Your batting has arrived. Yes, sir, we're slit. Getting his ranchers up ever since I came to. He keeps asking me about tumulted circuits, and I keep telling him what he do with circuits. He thinks it's funny. Threatens me with pain. Threatens my companion with death. I think that's funny. He doesn't like me laughing. I would let him.
So cool, so cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. I am going to give you the floor. Please share with the world how you can be found on social media.
You can find me on Twitter at UnhingedEnt. That is short for entertainment. So at UnhingedEnt on Twitter. I also have a Facebook art page, Unhinged Entertainment. You can like that if you feel so freely, or follow me on Instagram at Jason Bascom. I do post not as frequently on all of those except Twitter because that's kind of where it is these days. Also, go sub to Unhinged Entertainment on YouTube if you don't mind. I appreciate that, and sign up for the mailing list. I don't know what's going on with everything yet, and you may not either, but we'll be there together.
Nice.
We try.
You can find me on Facebook and YouTube under WyzGyz Entertainment, on Twitch at WyzGyz Twitches, at Parlay under WyzGyz Parlays, and Twitter at WyzGyz Tweets. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications. Be sure to mark all notifications.
Oh,
So make sure you don't miss a single video or stream, hopefully. And also drop some comments down below this video and let us know what you're most excited about on Absolute Book 2.
yeah.
I wanted to extend thanks to everyone in chat. You guys are awesome. Hail, everyone. Thanks to everyone who watches this on replay. And thanks to our very special guest, Jason of Unhinged Entertainment. We are closing it out now.
Guest is the only person below White Holiday in the ComicsGate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing? Welcome to the show.